says the girl. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And today it is our monthly collab with Makeup Therapy. And today we are doing a one look per eye using the Gothic palette from Cosmic Brushes and the Solmane 2 by Oden's Eye. I'm not sure if she mixed and matched or one per eye. I will decide when we get to the video. So if you want to see what I decide, what looks we create, if you're just even interested in those palettes, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Here we are, another month, another collab. I'm really excited. I haven't had a chance to play with this one as much as I wanted to, so I'm very excited to play with the Gothic one from Cosmic Brushes. And then the Solmane 2, I haven't played with this one in a while either. Check out this gorgeousness. This is from Oden's Eye. So now these are two completely different color stories. So I could do it as a mix and match, but since we were talking one on each eye, I was contemplating because, let's go I left this attached. So here, so this is very, again, Gothic-y. It's got your purples, it's got some black, it has some blending out colors. And this one is definitely more brighter, and it does have some dark shades with the blue, and it has a black, but it also does have some purple as well. So I was thinking I was going to do a couple of purple looks, and I think it may end up being a darkness versus lightness. I think that's how I'm going to go. So there we go. I think that's a plan. I know, I rarely have a plan, but today we have a plan. And yeah, so Manuela is on a vacation. She, I can't remember if she filmed it before she left or filmed it in her go, but she's definitely going to have one ready to go. And I believe as of this week, she may be in California. So I'm thinking she may be visiting our friend Elena Glam, which is very exciting. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go and put on some primer. I could use a neutral primer, but since I am almost at the end, I thought I'm going to just keep going with my Gerard Cosmetics before seeing if I have anything else open or starting something new. Definitely have some things open. Alrighty, so we're gonna go into there and pop on a little primer. So we were going to do answering some questions that we ask of each other, but because she's on vacation and was getting ready to go when we were discussing what we wanted to do, she thought, why don't we do one look on each eye? And I thought, you know what, that's great. So I picked a day to film. That is Monday. But generally Mondays I have a video up and I don't film. I'm usually running around on the weekend. So either I'm doing the chores that I missed on the weekend, or if I did manage to get all my chores done, I'm doing nothing after work on a Monday. Mondays seem to be pretty hard for me. But I ended up, since I had a busy weekend with the markets, I ended up needing to do some things. I got home partway through the day on Sunday, so I did get more done than I thought. But since my cats were off the bed this morning, I thought it was the perfect chance to wash the sheets, wash the comforters, the whole 9 yards. So I did that while I was working today. And I thought, since this is the day, like I said, I generally don't do anything and I'm not planning to go anywhere. But that's a perfect day to do one look on each eye. So that was my long story longer. Okay, so I'm going to... Am I going to go back and forth? Let's go back and forth. So I think I'm going to do this eye, which is my left, the Gothic from Cosmic Brushes, and then I'm going to do the Oden's Eye Solmane 2 on this eye. So let's pick a shade here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do from both of them, I'm going to use the black. This is the shade that's actually called Gothic. It does have a little bit of shimmer in there, but I believe, if I remember right, the shimmer is just there for blending and it does go away. Oh, my daughter is around here crying. It is not snack time yet, my darling. All right, and just to make sure, because I did put my base on, I'm going to tap this out on my hand, so hopefully I don't get any fallout. Oh yes, and we decided we are going to do the left hand side. I'm going to do a nice full look, I think. I'm going to go up a little bit higher than usual. As you can see, that's how I did my primer, a little bit higher. So let's see what kind of colors we can get here. So, oh, so my goodness, I'm not going to call the person out, but I was watching somebody that I used to follow, and then I thought, oh, I'll just watch another one of their videos, and then notice I was still subscribed, and there's just somebody that I think they don't really know how to put on makeup. Not that I have, you know, that I'm an expert or anything, but I do try to do some different colors. I'm not trying to be trying not to always be super basic and just wearing some beige shades or putting on 3 shades and then saying I know what I know about makeup. But they were trying to say that they thought the Cosmic Brushes formula wasn't even mid, that it was terrible, and then somebody else was commenting on their page saying that they felt they thought they were being gaslit by the quality, and I was like, it's because y'all don't know how to put on makeup, because that's the only thing that I can say. A lot of times I can say some formulas could work differently due to if you have super oily eyelids or really dry eyelids or something with your body chemistry. I've had that with some lipsticks from a few brands, but I think the Cosmic Brushes formula is one of my favorite formulas. Like I said, now that I went kind of down the rabbit hole, I didn't buy them for the longest time because I had issues getting the Serenity palette back in the day. But now that I've had a chance to really use Cosmic Brushes, their formula is fantastic. And look how this black is going on. So all I gotta say is that person just doesn't know how to wear makeup. So like, there was a few other things that they were talking about, and they were decluttering, where I was, same thing. It was just, okay, I can understand getting rid of something because it's old. I can understand getting rid of something because it actually doesn't work or does have really weird packaging. But I don't know, if you can't make Cosmic Brushes eyeshadow work, I don't know what's wrong with you. So that kind of annoyed me, so I unsubscribed. Normally I'm not that petty, but it was somebody that I hadn't been really interested in watching in for a while. You know, your tastes change. And I like watching smaller creators. They were actually a pretty big creator, but I like watching smaller creators anyways. But for some reason that just really annoyed me. And I'm normally not like one of those stands for a brand where I'm like, "Rrr." It's like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But just the way she was talking about the brand, I was just like, and the product was like, yeah, it's because seriously, when I see you put on makeup, you really don't know how to put on makeup. It's just that you have a very fun, that person has a very fun personality. And I think that's why they have a lot of followers, because they're a very, very fun person. But would I trust what they say about makeup? Not at all. Because a lot of times they do declutters, like the majority of the stuff is either stuff that I don't use, so I can't really comment on, but a lot of the stuff that they end up decluttering, it's like, wow, those are like some of my favorite products of all time. It's like, yeah, you don't know how to put on makeup. So there we go. So that's my grape today, but I'm not going to mention any names because I am not that person. Okay, so this is a beautiful black. I like it. It is stunning. Go Cosmic Brushes. So next up, we're going to go with Oden's Eye, another brand that I absolutely love. I haven't been buying as much lately because I've been finding that a lot of their color stories are kind of becoming a little bit samey, but if they do come out in something in the future that just blows my socks off, of course I will try them again because I do love their quality. So I'm going to go with their shade that is called Black Hole. This palette I think is getting on to 2 years old, so hopefully we are still doing good. I find that their quality lasts really long. I have some palettes that are older than that and they still work really well. I do want to start doing something where I focus on older palettes to see if the quality is still good and see if I need to ooh, lots of kick up for this one. If I need to declutter due to age, and the things stop, once I hit 4 or 5 years old, I can't expect all of them to work really well, though some things do. I'm finishing up one of my favorite lipsticks of all time, and I probably had that tube for 5 years, and it still smells as delicious as when I got it, and it still works. So I had to rebuy one. And if you're curious, it's Besame Red by Besame. So in their last major deal that they had with this, I broke down and I got the Spider Compact. They had it where if you got the compact and got the refill with the compact. You could get a free lipstick, free lip pencil. So I was like, and the lipsticks are now $40. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay $40 for a lipstick anymore, but I really want that palette. So I made it totally worth it to get that. And then they had my favorite perfume on for $7. And I'd already bought a backup on my last order when I re-upped. But I thought, you know, when they run out, sometimes it takes them a while to get it back in. So I thought, you know, while I can, I'm going to go get myself another one. Look at this. This black is also beautiful. So after a couple of years, this is still working fabulously well. So there we go. Just going to blend out a little bit more because we said we were going to go a bit higher. Right? So let's blend it higher. But yeah, this one doesn't have any sparkles in the black, but it is as dark and nice. But I think it does help a little bit, really does help. The sparkly bits seem to help a little bit with the blending a bit more. The edges seem to blend out a little bit easier. Hi, honey. So there we go. Ooh, this is really nice. I mean, we are playing with the Gothic palette, so why not do a Gothic look? Alrighty, I have in my house the Creature Cosmetics Bella Lugosi and Vampira collection. I got that on loan from Martha, so I cannot wait to do a look with that. The goth girl is starting to come back. Alrighty, so we got the blacks on, one from each palette. So now I think both of them have a purplish shade that are kind of the same. So I think I might do that. This one is a little bit more red. This is the shade Phantom. So I think what I'm going to do is the shade Phantom onto this eye, and then for the Oden's eye, I'm going to go. So I'm going to try to do as similar looks as I can with two completely different palettes. And the shade called Galaxy, which leads a little bit more to the purple, but it does have a teeny bit of the red kind of feel to it. Maybe, kind of. Let's find out. Okay, so first off, we are using Serpent. So let me find another little brush, fluffy brush here. And there we go. And then as I've been going along here, again, I'm going to do the same thing because both of these palettes, one thing they do have in common is they have a little bit of kick up, but they do have the color payoff, let me tell you. So here we go. So excited to play with this one again. So I hope my name twin is having an amazing vacation. I've been trying to not be so much on social media. It makes me tired. So I'm very like to stay at home, read, play with makeup type person with bouts of energy. So I always say that I'm introvert with extroverted tendencies. So good friends can get me to go out to do fun things like vintage and craft markets and that sort of thing. I do like, so occasionally I can get the energy to doll up and go out. I've got an amazing outfit planned for my birthday. I'm not sure. People have to let me know if they'll be interested, if I did a live during the day getting ready, or if I should just get ready and post my look on my birthday. You can let me know if anybody cares. Alrighty. Ooh, so pretty. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. So again, that was Serpent. So now we are going to go. Oh, was I supposed to be? Oh, I was supposed to be going into Phantom. All right. Well, Serpent it is. I just noticed it. I was supposed to go to this one. I went into this one. Okay. So change of plans. Alrighty. So, but this time we are going to remember because this is still a purpley shade. So, so this is probably a little closer to this one then. So again, this one was called Galaxy. So we're going to go into Galaxy, but I will use that other shade that I ended up supposed to be using and not using. I'm hilarious, let me tell you. Okay. So now let's go into this other one. Okay, so we are again back into the shade that is called Galaxy. And tap it out onto here. This is a nice shade. It's way darker. So I think I may put that other shade on top on the other side. Okay, I gotta be careful. I'm getting a little bit of fallout there and there. So I'm trying to be careful So that way I can try and clean that up. Ooh, that is such a pretty color. See, this is pretty close, but this one's darker. So I want to see. Let's put it on our hand a little bit, that shade that I was supposed to use. Then I went to the one beside it by accident. Okay, so a Phantom. Let's see how that. I'm going to pop that on my hand. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit. I'm going to pop a little bit of that on top there, and let's see. We can darken it to match this side a little bit more. Yeah. Oh yeah, that worked really good. Look at that, right? Alrighty. Wow, how you can get two completely different palettes that read totally completely different. How you can get a similar look. Look at that. Alrighty, I'm going to take a super floofy brush. Do I have another one in here that I can use on both eyes? Let's take that one. I just want to mix the edge, clean off in between so we don't mix up shades. Alrighty, that's better, right? Yeah. Okay, so now what do we want for our next shade? So for the inner corner of the eye, this one has more of a lavendery purple. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix two shades together. So I'm going to mix Immortal and Supreme. So this is Immortal and that is Supreme. So I'm going to mix these two shades together. So a little bit of Supreme, we'll tap a little bit of Immortal, and then I'm going to put that up front here. Not going to make it lavender, but it's not going to make it as dark as the darkest one and as light as the other one. So kind of in between, I think. Here we go. And then on the other side, like I said, I was going to use that kind of lavendery shade. And that is called Dream. So then I'm going to use Dream in the front of this eye. So this is where the look will diverge a little bit. This is a nice glowy color. But as you can tell, it's more of a lavendery purple. Okay. So now I'm going to go and just play with colors a little bit, especially here because I got a little bit of the light onto the other shade. So I'm just going to go and finesse a little bit here. Okay, so then for the bottom lash line, I think I'm going to stick to black on both sides. Okay, so I'm having to admit I do like the Cosmic Brushes side just a smidge better. Okay, so now for inner corner on each eye, and then we'll talk about our main shimmer. So for the Gothic brushes, for the inner corner, we're going to use the shade Obscure. This looks like a white with like purpley flecks in it. It's super pretty. I think we're going to do that on the inside of our eye. Oh, this one you have to be careful. I keep trying to stab holes in it. Oh, that's not gonna help me. And then for the Oden's eye side, I'm gonna go, let's see, we've got the one called Starry Sky and we've got Meteor. So Starry Sky, see if that's close to this. It's a little bit brighter, and then Meteor. I think we're gonna go with Meteor. That looks a little bit closer. We're gonna clean off this brush because I like this little brush, and then we're gonna go into Meteor. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, so now for our main shimmer. Again, trying to be very careful I don't get any more fallout there, so I can clean that up when I go to do my lips and liner. Okay, so for the shimmer, if we wanted to do a lighter one, that one's really pretty, but I'm really kind of gravitating to this one called, oh, that's nice too. Okay, so this one is called Powerful. So it's either gearing towards that one or the one called Chosen. Do I have a clean finger? Here we go. And then we've got Chosen. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. So we are going to do Powerful. We've got our spray here. Going to grab ourselves a flat brush. That's pretty. I'm going to use my phalange though. Ooh, it's nice and soft. Look at that. There we go. I feel like I get a little bit more bang for the buck there. Contemplating having more shimmer up front, but let's do the other eye first. Clean off our finger, and then on this one we are going to use the darkest purple on shimmery shade that's on here. That one is called Hallucinations. So that is that shade there. So we are going to use that. Yeah, I think I do want to do some more shimmer up front. So for our Gothic one, we're going to go with this shade here that is called a Pale Moon. So that's this one here. So we're going to do that on the front there, I think. There we go, just a little bit more. Excellent. And then for the ones from Oden's eye, we will go into the shade, I think, no, that's the one we used on an inner eye, didn't we? Okay, let's use the one called Starry Sky. So that's that one there, and we're going to use that on the front part there. Still very pretty and shiny. Alrighty, so I think it is time for me to finish up my eye look, put on some lips, maybe some earrings, and have our final thought. And here we are with our finished look. I have got my little spooky little skeleton guys from Stranger Earrings. I have some lashes on, one of my favorite purple lipsticks, which is Arabian Nights by Colored Rain, and there we go. Oh yes, the lashes were from Endora. I've been really liking these, so I've probably been having them for my last few looks, but yeah. There we go. That is our monthly collab with Makeup Therapy. Remember to follow her. Her information, of course, as always, will be in the information box. These are the palettes we played with today. So that is the Solmane 2 from Oden's eye and the Gothic palette from Cosmic Brushes. I think they both did a pretty similar eye look for like two completely different palettes. As a reminder, this one was kind of bright, except for we've got the black and a kind of a darker blue, and then this one was all dark and Gothic, but we managed to do a pretty similar look with the one look on each eye. So there we go. That's our video for this month's collab. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends, and you, like me, can see what my name twin is doing every month. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.